County Prosecutor Kym Worthy. Of course, she's sharing her thoughts about the Deontae Sanford case. Our coverage continues now with 7 Action News reporter Anu PRAKASH. Anu?
Well, Carolyn, Kym Worthy is defending her actions in this case, saying that she went with the evidence that she had.
I don't know what we could have done differently as this case went through time. I really don't.
Wayne County Prosecutor Kym Worthy is standing by the decisions made in the Deontae Sanford case. Deontae was 14 years old when he was arrested for the murders of 4 people at a Detroit drug house. He confessed and pled guilty. He was sentenced to 37 to 90 years behind bars.
And for us, this case was always about the integrity of the case, the evidence that we had that I've laid out for you. And it was never about anything else other than what the evidence was that we can prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
Worthy insists that it wasn't until May 20th of this year that Deontae's conviction was called into question. She says it was the culmination of a Michigan State police investigation that she requested that revealed what she says was the tipping point in this case. Testimony from then DPD Deputy Chief James Tolbert. He had testified this drawing of the crime scene was done by Deontae on a blank piece of paper. But when an MSP investigator recently asked Tolbert about that drawing, listen to what he had to say.
Who drew the house here?
I think I drew the house.
Okay, you drew the house.
This is the house where we're lying.
Okay, so you drew the house and you said, hey, show me where the bodies
You
are.
were in there. This was the house where the bodies.
Okay, and so then he just draws the bodies there. Okay.
That was important to us, and that's why I talked about it in such detail. That was important to us as a major piece of evidence, that sketch. And when that piece of evidence, the credibility of that piece of evidence and how it occurred is undermined, then we have to look at our case to see if we can proceed, and we decided we didn't want to because we had relied on that.
Supporters of Deontae believe that more could have been done years ago to free him earlier, especially since a professional hitman, Vincent Smothers, confessed to those murders shortly after Deontae's conviction. But Worthy claims that wasn't enough and says Smothers had refused to testify.
This case for us was never about Vincent Smothers. This case for us was about the competency of the evidence that we had in this case.
Right now, a warrant request is being reviewed for a perjury charge against James Tolbert. We did reach out to him. He said he had no comment. And at this point, still no decision on whether Vincent Smothers and another man would be charged with that quadruple murder from 2007. Live in Detroit, Anu PRAKASH, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you, Anu. Prosecutor